For a pianist, the features of the thumb constitute a wonderful opportunity to do great music. But a persistent reality is that both amateur and seasoned pianists remain limited in their development because of a terrible thumb technique. Let us propose here that dealing with the thumb is less about personal talent and more about understanding how it works. The thumb is a finger with more degrees of freedom to move. While all other fingers have constraints to move laterally from their reference position, the thumb has the faculty to reach a distant target key and play it down. Although the thumb lacks a third phalanx, it is handsomely compensated by its movable metacarpal bone, which articulates from the wrist. In a virtuoso context, for example, the thumb may flex to play notes beyond the fourth finger. By being shorter relative to the tip of the other four fingers, the thumb can transit in and out of the hand, striving for seamless scales and arpeggios. Or it may extend to reach octaved keys and more. But the thumb also presents features that makes it the most difficult finger to deal with at the piano. For example, to play a passage which is rich in black keys, the thumb requires that the plane of the hand be moved forward and up. The thumb also has a complex relationship with the second finger. Two intrinsic muscles of the second finger originate at the first metacarpal. The pianist, however, often requires that both fingers behave independently, which is a precision skill that requires a precision training. Another feature of the thumb is that it circumvents and rotates while flexing and extending. As a consequence, the thumb will contact the key with a different phase depending on the angle of flexion and extension. The nail is a good friend to distribute the forces over an extended part of the thumb, but it presents with challenges for sensing and stabilizing the finger on the surface of the key. Still, the nail will assist the thumb in one of its major challenges, to support weight while still remaining flexible. Above all, and contrary to all other fingers, the thumb is actuated by muscles that contain slow twitch fibers, which can be readily experienced by anyone at the expense of a slower thumb. Fingers 2 to 5, however, play by using their fast twitch muscles intrinsic to the hand, as we saw in Lesson 5 of this series. The virtuoso thumb can also be observed using a three-step model of the finger action when playing a piano key. 1. Sensing of the key. Sensing the surface of the target key is essential for fine dynamic control. Like the other fingers, when placing the thumb on the surface of a key, the pianist should be able to sense the position, the height, the temperature, and the texture of the key. 2. Playing the key. To pulse a piano key with the thumb, a selective approach in muscle recruitment brings a new level of freedom for the whole hand. Here, the abductor pollicis muscles share most of the responsibility, pulsing down the thumb as one unit from its carpal articulation. All finger muscles insert next to the base of the thumb, which suggests that anyone should be able to move the thumb while at the same time leaving the distal articulation free to move. Three, support. A major difference between the thumb and the other four fingers when playing the piano is that each of the four fingers has a natural arch of bones to support the weight of the hand and more, while the thumb must support the weight through a weaker line of bones and collateral ligaments. Consider now that the thumb is expected to do all this while maintaining its angle, even when the hand is passing over. This is when a set of muscles become isometric, that is, they are contracted while at the same time holding weight or even moving.